Democratic Senator Shaheen of New Hampshire serves on the Energy and Natural Resources Committee, and she joins me now. Senator Shaheen, welcome.
Good morning.
Let me start with John Cornyn's criticism yesterday on the floor, and yesterday felt like a very political vote. It didn't feel like a policy debate, it felt like a political debate. He says this is a public relations strategy, which is his backdoor way of saying it is good politics. But why just pursue that strategy? Where is the comprehensive plan? If this was a serious effort to do this, why not do something that would have gotten more Republicans involved and maybe expanded drilling yesterday, for instance, that's going to today? Why not try to have combined yesterday's efforts with today's to actually get something passed?
Well, it's unfortunate that this has deteriorated into a partisan debate because, in fact, I think the bill yesterday about ending subsidies to the oil companies was really an effort to look at where there may be some agreement around deficit reduction. We all know we've got to deal with the deficits and debt in this country, and it doesn't make sense to be giving subsidies to oil companies who are making record profits. Now, that's a different issue than what we need to do to address the pain that people are feeling at the gas pump, which is very real. And that's why I've joined with a number of senators to address the speculation that's going on in the oil market, because that is driving the prices up. Goldman Sachs estimates by about 20%. And so we're trying to get the Commodities Futures Trading Commission to set limits on how much speculation can go on to help address that.
Senator, I think what's frustrating the folks, though, is that you pointed out that 20% issue. When you look at it, there's sort of 5 different reasons that I've heard for why gas prices have gone up. One is speculation. One is consumption abroad. One is worry of instability in the Middle East. Even the floods, the danger of the floods in the Mississippi River is having an. I mean, there are a number of reasons. The fact that the dollar is weaker around the world due to the Fed. I mean, there are a lot of reasons here. Why not try to address all of them? It seems as if, and it's the Washington way, there's a cherry picking going on just to make a political point.
Well, I think we do need to address all of them, and that's one reason I joined with Senator Rob Portman, who's a Republican from Ohio, and we introduced legislation last week on energy efficiency. It's a comprehensive bill to address being more efficient with how we use energy across residential, commercial, and industrial users across the federal government. And I think this is important because energy efficiency is the cheapest, fastest way to address our energy needs. So it really speaks to the need for a long-term plan to address our energy use. And we're not there yet. We've got to work together around energy efficiency. We've got to look at new alternative sources of energy. And we've got to look at increased domestic production of oil and gas.
I was just going to say, are you more open today to drilling and looking for new domestic sources for energy than you were when you were running for the Senate in 2008?
Well, 2 years ago, I voted in the Energy Committee to open up more areas to oil and gas drilling. But I think too often that debate has been framed as we can either drill and eliminate all regulation and so eliminate safety and environmental protections, or we cannot drill. I don't think that's the choice here. I think we've got a third choice, and that is to increase production, but to do it in a way that protects our environment and provides for safety for people living around sites and those people who are drilling. But the reality is that the bill that is being presented today on the floor of the Senate is also not going to help with gas prices at the pump, because it's going to be years before those wells go in the ground. So I think we need to stop the partisan taking sides, and we need to get together and figure out what's going to work in the interest of the country.